Hi, I have to apologize for the light. Let me see if I can get some more light in here. Maybe get a little bit more light. I have to apologize for the light. It's kind of dark. I'm making this video about 5 years ago or so. I went over my solar shower that absolutely I did not like. It was a giant rubber bag with a hose and a little shower head. Now, our power went out last week, I believe it was. I uploaded a video like 7 days ago talking about power. Now I'm going to talk about showers, okay? And if you are in a bad situation, you're still going to need a shower or a way to wash up. Some of these work better with 2 people if you have somebody to help you. I'll go over that. But I'm going to show you how you can make a shower at home with pretty much stuff you have in the house, okay? I will try to make this a fast video if possible, but I'm going to cover some things. 2 and 3 liter bottles make excellent showers. Now I have one here, one here. I also have a clean vinegar bottle with part of the bottom cut out, and I have the lid closed all the way and some tape around it to make sure it doesn't open and lose the water. Simple, clean, small butter bowl, and an ice cream container. Now understand, once you do this to any container, your container, you're not going to use it again for anything else, because you are going to have to put holes in it. Now, when I made my video on my shower bag, like I said, it's been about 5 years. I talked about making the holes with a small drill bit. What if you don't have a small drill bit? How can you make a portable or handheld shower to help you bathe, to get a shower, keep clean? It's actually pretty simple. Now, some of these ways are more difficult than others, and it will take longer. I have a couple push pins here. Now, when using push pins with plastic, be careful, because the plastic's going to start to melt if you heat these up too much and too fast without letting the plastic harden up. Here's what I recommend or suggest you use, which is a very small sewing needle. Now, you don't have to have pliers like this. You can have regular pliers to hold it. You can have a pot holder, something to keep you from burning your fingers when you're holding this needle. You definitely don't want to burn yourself. And a lighter. That's all you're going to need. Now, when it comes to making a shower head for 2 liter or 3 liter bottles, 2 or 3 liter, let me try to speak slow so the subtitles can actually work. If you look in the cap, you'll see a ring in there. Keep it on the inside of that ring. Now, something like this, I would keep it more center, because you don't want to get in the hard plastic over on the side. Let's get to doing this. Now, I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to try my best to show you how I do this. I apologize, my camera just glitched and froze. Now, if you can, make sure your needle is far enough away to where you can see inside the lip there on the inside. You can do it from the outside, but you want to go like this if possible. See, that's... Now, because I'm recording this, it's going to take me just a second to get this done, because I have to set everything down. Now, you can usually do about 2 holes with this heated each time. Now, I recommend, if you can, use a small, very small sewing needle, because it makes smaller holes. You'll lose less water. You'll use less water, excuse me. I apologize. After I get this done here, I'm going to have to let midnight out. And I will show you how I did it when I got done here. It's easier if you have more than one person. Let me show you here what I'm doing. I'm heating the needle up. And you can see how I put holes. Give me just a second. Let me turn that fan off so you can hear me. Now I want you to see something. This type of shower works better with two people. You taking the shower and somebody else holding the bottle and using the water. Can it be done with one person? If you have some type of shower holder for soap and shampoo and stuff, where you can set this up in there, it makes it a lot easier, because you really have to use one hand to hold the bottle, the other hand to wash off with. But it can be done. Now, as you can see, it is slowing down. Now, if I don't put any pressure on this, this will actually stop. See, that creates a vacuum and a suction. And the water will only come out when you squeeze the bottle or you get air back in the bottle. Now, you can do the same thing with other bottles. Here's the thing. It depends on how much water you're going to have to go through. How much water you want to come out. This bottle here, the way it's made, it will stop flowing. It may drip a little bit, but not much, until you squeeze the bottle again. That's why I recommend you have somebody help you if you need to use one of these, so you can get all the soap and shampoo off. Let's say you can't do that. You don't have anybody else to help you. Is there another way to do this? Technically, I'm going to tell you how this will work with nobody else helping you. There's a problem with this, is when you refill your bottle, you're going to lose your water pretty quick. And that's put a hole. Let me close this one. Actually, let me grab another one. Now, if you have your shower head here, which I recommend you make 1 or 2 shower heads, keep them put up somewhere, and you can use the bottles for something else. But listen, if you want that water or need that water to stay running, all you have to do is put a couple holes in the top, which would be the bottom. Remember, this is upside down. And that will let air get in here and it will stay streaming. The thing is, if you make a shower head like this, you can see I didn't use that much water. All you have to do is take another bottle in there with you to make sure you have enough water to rinse off, and then switch over the caps. You don't need to make a shower head for each bottle. In fact, I recommend you don't. I recommend you make 1, maybe 2 of these, put them somewhere where you know where they're at, and keep all your extra 2 liters capped. You don't want dirt or anything else getting in there. And the thing is, if you take a 2-liter bottle full of water with a solid cap on it, and you set it out in the sun, it'll warm it up. Let's move this. let's get on with this. Now, if you need something to stay running, will this work? Something like this. Now, I have a clean vinegar bottle. Distilled vinegar. It is clean. I did clean it out with water and some soap, dishwashing soap. Now, I did tape the top so it would not come open. You don't want this to come open. That's why I recommend, if you can, use something with a screw cap. Now, we're going to go do this one. For that, you need a little bit bigger holes. You really don't, but I suggest you do on something like this, which is really thick plastic. Now, I'm going to use one of these push pins. Now, remember, these are going to try to melt pretty quick. These little cheap plastic push pins. Now, I can already feel the push pin. You can see it moving. So, be careful. Now, it's starting to harden up already. Just be careful if you have to use something like this. Now, you can just push a push pin through there if you need to. You don't have to, light it on fire like this. Because if it melts too much, you can get burned. Be careful. Let's see. I think one more should do it. Get that in the middle somewhere. That's good enough. As you can see, the push pin is starting to melt. So be careful if you have to use a push pin. If you can, just use your pin without heating it. If the plastic's too thick, you can go ahead and heat it. Now you see how I have it cut out here. Now, unfortunately, this is going to run till it's out of water. So make sure you're in the shower. Make sure you have extra water. And you can see this is going to go a lot quicker. But this will definitely get you wet. You can lather up, soap up, shampoo your hair. And like I said, there's no way to stop this once it starts. So whatever water you have in here, that's it. You're going to have for, lathering up. Then whatever water you put in here, you're going to use that to rinse off. I mean, it is still going. Even if I set it down, it's going to lose water, but not as fast. If I set it on that cap. Same way. Here's the thing about something this small. Do not put as many holes in here because it is so small. Like I said, you can hold this, put it over your head. You can put the holes wherever you want to, but I would do it like in a corner or something. Now for this, I'm going to use the safety pin, not safety pin, which you can use a safety pin. You can even use a paper clip to burn through this. Now I'm just going to put like 3 holes in here. Now I have 3 holes here in the bottom, right here. Now how's that going to work? This is very small. Make sure you have the water. And remember, this is not going to shut off. Once you put your water in here with these holes in here, it's not going to shut off. But with the small amount of holes, it takes a lot longer for the water to come out. Something like this. If you're going to shower outside and you have a tree or something, you can make this more of a permanent situation. Say you have a tarp you can put around out in a garage, something like that. If you have a tree branch, some type of board, this is just a regular ice cream container. You can use round, square. This does have a handle. You remove the handle, put it around your tree branch or whatever. Now at the bottom, you can put it wherever you want. I would put it more in the center, and that way it will come straight down out of the center, and if you need more holes, you can put more holes. This will hold quite a bit of water, and in most cases, depends on how many holes you have in here, you will be able to get a shower. Now I'm not going to do that because I already got a lot of stuff here I'm going to have to probably throw away, unless I give it to my neighbor, and he'll probably just throw it away because he was without a shower when our power went out. Then again, he also didn't have water. Now yeah, I don't know if you can see the stream or not. Now, there's still about this much water in here. So, it's going, but not super fast. Now, understand, here over here, I'm going to move the camera and you can see this. I hope I don't screw something up. There we go. Now you can see down here, the way I have it wrapped is some water still coming out, but not super fast. That means if you set this down after you get yourself all wet and lathered up, you may lose water by not nearly as fast as just putting holes in something and letting it go. These are emergency showers. I recommend that if you need a shower, you can make one of these. They're very simple to make. Any type of bottle with either a screw on or a closed lid that you can keep shut. If you need the water to stay running all the time, or one person use, or if you don't have help, I recommend something like this to where air can get in here. If you don't want the water flowing out as fast, then you can make a shower head like this where you squeeze. If you don't want to squeeze, understand, if you put a small hole in here, then that is going to let pressure go through. It's going to not create a suction. It'll just keep dumping your water out. Depending on the size of the holes you have in your bottle will depend on how fast they empty. And the thing is, even if you have to put a small hole somewhere down here on the bottom, if somebody else is taking a shower or wanting a shower, you just plug it up with your thumb. The hole, you fill it up with water, put the cap on it, hang it up in your shower, or hang it up somewhere inside your bathroom or outside, maybe in a tree. You can use some rope to tie around here, tie around a branch, whatever you need to do. This one's still going. Let me pour that out. Now, I'm not going to be able to use this bowl for absolutely anything else, because now it has holes in it. If you have more than one person and you have a place outside or somewhere like in a garage with a cement floor that it doesn't matter if it gets wet, or even in a bathroom, if you have a way to hook some type of pole, pipe, piece of wood going from your shower curtain going across to the other side of your bathtub where your shower wall is, or your bathtub wall, if you can hang something like that up that will hold the weight of this full of water, then all you have to do is hang this up there, fill it with water, and let it stream out. Take extra water in there with you. That way when you need to rinse off, you can. A lot of people have stuff like this. Now, there are some plastics this will push through. You will not have to heat it. If it's too thick, or if it feels like it's going to break, then definitely heat it up and then use it that way. You can tell here, this push pin is like melted. Right now, it's pretty solid because the plastic rehardened. I do recommend, instead of one of those, because the holes are so big, as small of a pin or needle as you can find. You want your hole small because that way the water won't come out as quick. And you can have more holes. 1, 2, 3. There's 7 holes in this. There is one. Let's see, 1, 2. There's 10 holes in this. But because this has an open end right here, this will lose water quicker. Okay, the reason I'm making this video is because there's another storm outside off of Florida. I believe they're calling it Dolly, and they're going to say it's going to turn into a hurricane. People are going to lose power. People are going to, not be able to shower or anything else. I have been through that. Me and my girlfriend lived in Texas. We went through a few hurricanes, actually, and several tornadoes. Power went out, no water. Here, when our power went out, like last week, we didn't have water. Showering, bathing, things like that, is one thing that you need to be able to do. Now, I understand this is a long video. I apologize. It started 23, 24 minutes long. I was trying to make this a short one. But make sure almost all your bottles, if not all your bottles, that you can get your hands on are clean. Leave the lid solid. Don't put holes in them. You can put these out in the sun and they will get warm, so you can take a warm shower. All you need is a couple extra bottles, 20-ounce bottles, 2 liters, 3 liters, and make 1 or 2 shower heads. The others, the bottles, you can use them for something else. You can use the top technically as a funnel. The bottom you can collect like rainwater or something, or whatever you want to do with it, or throw it away, whatever. You can make a shower out of just about anything that's plastic. All you have to do is put some holes in it and melt it down, melt the holes in, put holes in it. But remember, like I said, once you do that, you're never going to use that container again for anything else. A lot of people have push pins. Safety pins can be used. Paper clips, the small ones, can be used. You can use large paper clips by, getting them super hot. Untwisting them, getting super hot, melting it through the lid. the cap. But unfortunately, those are pretty big holes, and you will go through water rather quickly. Safety pins, push pins, sewing needles. The smaller the holes, the better. The less amount of water you're going to use, and the more time you're going to have to use that water that you do have. Okay, like I said, I just wanted to make this video. I did cover showers using a drill bit like 5 years ago when I talked about my solar shower. I did give away the solar shower. I did not like, one, the weight. It weighed probably 50 pounds. When it was full, it would hold 5 gallons of water. Being outside all day, part of it would be like cold water at first, then lukewarm, then it'd be super hot. Plus, the shutoff was right at the bag, and the bag's hanging up a good distance. And for you to use that shower, if it wasn't hanging up 15 feet in the air, which you couldn't get to the on and off if it was hanging up that high, then you had to be super low to the ground to be able to use something like that. Once again, if it's one person, I want to show you something. I hate running another bottle, but right here, I'm just going to put a hole with this pin somewhere close to the bottom and watch. This is not going to stop. If you are one person and you have to make a shower, there's a couple ways you can do this. If your shower's standing up, you know, like this, if you twist it over to the side, you can stop the water flow. At least mostly. Once you stand it up again, though, it's going to go until this water is out. Because now with the hole in it, which I don't even know where I put the hole. Right here. I don't know if you can see right there. I believe right there's the hole. I do believe. Yeah, right there. Right above where my finger is. This is not going to stop. This will go until the water's gone. Now look at how much water's still in here though. If you use this much water right here to get yourself wet, lather up, get your hair washed up, then you take this bottle down, lay it here like this on the side. If you can lean it back like this, you're going to save your water. You know, set washcloths underneath the front, whatever. Lean it back. You will save what water's in here. Once you need to rinse off, if you're a single person, lift it back up, set it back up to wherever you need to set it up, and there you go. Now this will run until it is empty. The smaller the holes, the better. The higher the better. Now see, if I squeeze it, it has to suck in air because I'm squeezing out the air, but it's still going. Let's see if I can find that hole. Right there's the hole, I believe. I could be wrong. The hole's so small. I think I got the hole. But you can see it's stopping. Ah, hole is over here. Right here. I believe. Right here. Now this still has quite a bit of water in it. Now watch. If I unplug the hole with my thumb, immediately the shower starts. Plug the hole. Unplug the hole. Plug the hole. Problem is finding that hole that you made. Alright. Let that, I'm just going to let that go. Once again, if you're in an emergency situation, you need a shower. You need a way to bathe. If you can get access to water, even if the water's not exactly drinkable, you can bathe. That's the thing. You may not be able to drink it, but you can still bathe in it. If it's a little bit dirty and you smell, you're sweaty, whatever, you can try to filter that water through like coffee filters or whatever to get some of the dirt, grime. Filter it through t-shirts, something like that, to filter the sediments and dirt out. You may not want to drink that without boiling it, but you can still bathe in it. That's okay. And right here, I don't know if you can see that, but that is where I put the hole. Okay, I am fixing to go. Remember, you can make a shower out of pretty much anything that's plastic, with a lid, without a lid. You can hang it up out of a tree, hang it up on a rafter in a garage, put your water in there, just shower off. But if you put a hole in something other than your shower head, it is not going to stop until the water's finished. Now, like I said, I could turn this upside down to try to conserve water, but it's still going to leak water out of the hole. If I put holes in this, no matter what I did, there's nothing I'm going to do to make this stop running water out. The lids that go on here are not airtight, so it's not going to create enough pressure or vacuum to stop the water flow. Some will. Definitely not this. You know, with stuff still on here, the paper, plastic, whatever you want to call it. This definitely not. With a hole this big, no. Now the reason I made this one is if you're a single person and you need to shower, you can set this up somewhere by yourself. Hang it in your shower from your shower rod or your shower head. Tie a rope, string, whatever you have to do, tie it up there. Then hang it down some, and all you have to do is when you're ready for your water, you just pour your water in the top. And that way, when you're ready for it, it's there, it's set up. One person can use this. Okay, I am fixing to go. I apologize for the length of the time but this video is going. But because Florida's fixing to get hit again, it looks like, I wanted to make this video pretty quick. This will help you out as long as you have access or can get your hands on some water. Like I said, even if it's not the cleanest water in the world, run it through paper towels, filter it through coffee filters, run it through t-shirts, run that water through to get any sediments out. The water may not be the cleanest in the world. You don't want to drink it unless you sterilize it. That's true. But if you're all sweaty, nasty, stinky, that water's going to feel pretty good. And of course you can, if you want to, boil that water and then let it cool down some to where it's just lukewarm. To make sure no bacteria or anything is in it. You're welcome to do that if you have a way to do it. Alright, that's it. I am fixing to go this time. I hope somebody at least makes it to the end here. If you have any other ideas that you can help people out with, say in Florida right now, please leave it in my comments section down here on this video. Alright, thank you. Everyone have a good day, and bye.